Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Irrelevant RainbowDave here. Bringing another episode of the Crowdsourced challenge. I almost forgot the name of the series. Let's just spin the wheel and get this pain over with. There's still some very mean rules in the wheel. Like that one. Yep. That's gonna be a fun one. Again, if I need to teleport to something or tab to something for reasons of showing it off, I will. Just because it's a rule doesn't mean that I have to follow it rigidly to show stuff off, like in a stream or a video. If there's something I need to show off, I will have to tab or teleport just to show it off. Same as with the running rule. It'll apply as much as it can, but there will be exceptions. But let's get in game. I'm going to throw us into the list of rules, which is available in the description, by the way. And yeah, let's get into game and suffer through some more pain. I'm really glad that the plan that I had today didn't involve teleporting or tabbing at all. Because the plan for today is going forwards, please, thank you. We are going to do a bit of silage, a bit of silage. We do need to sort the cows out again. The cows need I need to get like a series of conveyors into the cows just to constantly be mucking them out. But I think the only field we have left to do is field number 2. Oh, it's Friday, isn't it? Okay, this is going to be one of those situations where the no teleporting rule doesn't apply because yeah, it's just easier. Let's go down to here. Oh wow, I guess really well. I'm getting good at this. Because it's time to buy 4 more pigs. With actual, real, legitimate money for once. And now we'll just teleport back to the class because I forgot today's Friday and yeah, just a little bit of housekeeping. 4 more pigs. Just needed to be bought. Hell, moving onwards. Yeah, field 3-5 is done. Field 3-5, yes. Cleared to farm. Farming 3-5 left. Farm away, please, sir. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is your farmer speaking. Today we are farming, and we'll be going at the highest speed our machinery will take. We will be going at approximately 0 feet above ground level today, because this isn't a flying farm. So sit back and please enjoy the farming. Beautiful. So we are using the, ooh, do I have? I do have it on. Fantastic. I had to just check there if I had silage additives turned on, because I want the free grass that silage additives gives me for my grass, so that I can get more grass for my grass. Only in Farm Sim does that sentence actually make some sense. An interesting thing about this trailer is it does, well, this trailer with I'm really sorry, my fingers is just really quite painful and I'm trying to jank it. Well, I'm trying to unjank it. I think it's janked a bit and I'm just trying to unjank it at the moment. So if I seem a bit distracted, it's because I am. One of the cool things about the unit converter mod is it does actually tell me how much grass I have here in tons. It is a bit comical with mixed ration though, because it's like 200-300 kilos of hay to 1.5 tons of silage. So maybe it needs to deal with densities a bit better, because hay bales are quite dense, and I'm pretty sure 2 hay bales do not weigh like 300-400 kilos. And I'm also pretty sure that 4,000 liters of silage does not weigh 1.5 tons. So I might tweak some densities a bit. That is something you can do with it. So Might look up some real densities for silage and whatnot to see if I can get better calculations going. And just allow for hay, basically hay and grass to be a bit more compacted. Because it is basically just a calculator running in the background, doing maths while I'm farming. That was a sentence. So, you guys looking forward to the fact sheets today? Probably most of you guys will be watching this after the fact sheets drop. So, if you're watching this before the fact sheets, are you looking forward to them? If you're watching them after the fact sheets, did you like them? What did you think? Were they facty enough for you? And also sheety? Did they sheet your facts well? Are you looking forward to the facty sheetiness? I need to be careful how I say that, because that could come out really badly. Somebody's probably misheard that, and no, I did not say what you thought I said if you've misheard it. So I want to thank, real quick, I did this in yesterday's stream, but I actually want to thank again Glenn Garboy, who doesn't watch the videos, but giving him a quick shout out, because he's awesome. And he put Hosmod into the map for me, so it is all 100% the way that I... Well, it's not 100% the way that I wanted, but in terms of scripting, right now it is probably about like 90... It's even including the little tweaks I want to do, it's like 98% how I want it. With it being like 11 o'clock currently, I'm probably not going to get around to doing the little tweaks that I want to do today, which sucks. And I'm blaming Giants because I would have done them yesterday, only they dropped the Raven port. They can call it Ravenclaw this time. The Raven port trailer. I would have done it today, only I knew the fact sheets were coming. And obviously with me doing that, that's half my night gone. So I might get around to it tomorrow. Unless Giants release something mysteriously on a Sunday. Well, I say tomorrow. Tomorrow for me, today for you. Today for you, tomorrow for me. It's a song from Rent. Because I want to do some experimenting as well. There are experiments I want to experiment with. So I'm going to make a backup of this version of the map and start doing the tweakies. Because I want to change some stuff around slightly. Not enough that I'm going to need to like remap half the map, but enough that I'm going to need to consider... oh, I've just realised that I can't put a shed in through GE. Huh. That's just occurred to me. Because if I did that, I'd have to change the snow mask, and that would break things. Or the seasons mask, sorry, Raken. That would probably break things. So, yeah. Probably a bad idea. So I just need to kind of have a quick think about what... I need to now actually look for a placeable shed. Is what I need to do. A placeable shed that I like. But I did actually have a look through the comments on the video from Wednesday again. And I'm actually misread. The one that I complained about in yesterday's video though, is actually one that I misread, because it was from Paul Sinclair and he said, do all three, but in this order. And the order he said was... Bulgaration, I forgot, you know. I think it was... Quick Organic, followed by BGA, followed by Pig Food. It's definitely Quick Organics first. So, with that said, I have a plan, and I need to... Let's see if I can put it into action right now. I can't remember how much the thing I want is. And of course, with me not being allowed to use money cheat, it's going to make it very difficult for me to buy the thing if it's a lot more expensive than I initially thought it was. So let's go in and have a look at the thing. Placeables. Please tell me I actually activated it. Oh, please. 250k. God dang it, Bob Saget. Also, is there a nice shed here for me to store manure in? I could throw it into the small storage shelter, I guess. Yeah. How much is this? 9 grand. Oh, yeah. 9 grand, that's not too bad. We'll put that. How do rotati? Rotati? Rotati. Rotati. And we'll put this kind of backed up against the tree line there-ish. It's not perfect, but it'll do. So that's going to be where I'll be storing bulk manure. And I've just thought, we're going to need a way to get the manure up there, aren't we? We're going to need a trailer for that. So let's... Do I have the trailer installed? I do. Herbst. It's going to be carrying manure, so let's get in a... Why is there no yellow to signify that there's a yellow trailer on the map now? I wanted to make it poop brown, but it's not an option. So that's actually, yeah, that's quite a horrific color, so that'll definitely do for my poop color. So that's going to be something we'll possibly do during the stream today if I decide to do farm sim. Haven't decided what I want to stream today yet. Usually I decide the day before, so usually by now I'd know what I'm going to stream. I have no idea just yet. It'll likely be farm sim, but it might also be Forza. Although it's wintertime in Forza, and that kind of annoys me. I don't like the winter physics. So that's why it's likely to be farm sim. So the plan is, now that you have seen the placeable that I want, is to get the compost master and just shove it into the very back of the placeable area. And somebody's now going to say Dave's just going to throw all the grass from like one entire cut of grass into the compost master and say he's done. That's not the plan. That is not the plan. The plan is much more elegant. Because now that we've effectively got 2 full pits of silage, or 2 usable pits of silage, we don't need to be using something like, ooh, I don't know, the Amazon Profi hopper to make silage anymore. And I feel like it'd be kind of fitting. If maybe, just maybe, I were to bring the grass somewhere where it could be composted. So that's the plan. Is I'm gonna need to get a fuel trailer. So, oh dang it, this is an expensive prospect. But the plan is the grass that I mow for the council, and for Dara, unfortunately, that is gonna go to the compost master and be made into compost, which I can then use on the fields or sell off, whichever I feel is more suitable. And we can kind of use it like that then, and just kind of work our way through it. And with the compost, that means that we're not going to be as reliant on manure, yes, but it's not going to come out like tons and tons and tons of it immediately. It is going to take time to work its way through. I mean, I want to kind of get the entire thing filled up first, or as close to filled up as I can, and just kind of run it when as and when I need to. So maybe I don't need that big a fuel. I was gonna get a huge fuel trailer, but it's just occurred to me that the propane hopper is quite small. So I don't need like 25,000 liters. I don't need to be buying bulk fuel. I really just need small amounts to get it running while the propane hopper's around, and have it so that there's fuel set in it pretty much all the time, but not so much that it's just like dripping fuel everywhere like some sort of danger death machine. So is it really... Could I get away with the Chieftain? 980 liters. I think I could, you know. For 3,250, let's get the Chieftain. Yeah, it's not a lot of fuel. It's going to be a good emergency stock of fuel. It's going to mean that I need to worry about tractors running out of fuel a lot less. Not that I worry about it at all, ever. As you might have noticed from the streams, and people start shouting at me to refuel tractors, and I'm like, that's fine! It'll last at least 5 more minutes. Yeah, I don't... if I can get it to a fuel point, of which there are plenty, I don't particularly care if it's running low. In fact, there's a part of me that doesn't even care if it runs out, because resetting it magically gives it fuel, because farm sim logic. But with the fuel Bowser, that's not going to happen, so before anybody makes a rule of you have to have a fuel Bowser so that if a machine runs out of fuel, you at least have a way of filling it, or you're not allowed to let tractors run out of fuel, I've already countered you, because I can leave tractors run out of fuel all I like because I got a fuel Bowser now. Neener, 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 neener. I guess the no teleporting would count for vehicles too, wouldn't it? Did it say? Well, I didn't. Well, it wasn't no resetting, but I mean, when you reset a vehicle, it does teleport at a touch. So I'm gonna count that as no resetting either, unless you know I have to, because sometimes vehicles go a bit weird. Sometimes physics just go a bit mental, especially around me. And tractors occasionally, but not always, end up parked on top of walls, or upside down, or sideways, or somehow inside out, or in a wall, like actually lodged in a wall, or slightly underground, or slightly underground, upside down, and inside out. So I'm gonna allow myself to reset tractors if that happens. If there's no way that I can use the game's physics to unflip the tractor, I will have to reset. But I will always strive to use the game's physics against it to unflip the tractor. Just because some of the solutions are both elegant and ridiculous. Some of the solutions that I know of to unflip tractors are somehow elegant and ridiculous at the same time, and it's quite wonderful. Also, this forage wagon is really actually quite nice. What's the fill level on this thing? It's probably about 2100 litres. It's probably not much better than the Pottinger one I had, but it just looks nicer, especially behind the class. I mean, it's hard to argue with this level of classwork on the grasswork. I'm just gonna really quickly take a thumbnail because I'm feeling saucy today and lazy. So let's get a thumbnail real quick, just get this up to speed, and yeah, we'll take the thumbnail from this side, and boom. Done. I jumped out of the tractor by mistake. So there's always people asking me to do some in-cab, and ooh, the mirror is a bit wonked. This is the in-cab of this class. It's not the greatest in the world, but it's definitely serviceable. It does have a bit of IC, you can open the doors if you really want to. I don't really want to. You can open and close the sunroof, so let's give it a close down. Get this running in full aerodynamic slipstreamy mode. I do need to change the number plate on the class, by the way. I know there's the UK number plate, so I will edit that in time. I'll probably, as a temporary measure, just steal the number plate from the John Deere and edit that, because the John Deere had to do some trickery to get it working correctly and looking nice, so I'll probably just take that number plate, blank it out and edit it. We can put the... Yeah, let's start moving the trailers into the yard now. We've got a bit of time left over luckily today, so... Let's get these trailers into sheds and tidy it up and put away. Gotta admit, the dirt skin on this class is pretty much what I expected when I saw there was a bullet bill edit. It makes perfect logical sense. Including a clean roof, which may or may not get a bit dusty, but it wouldn't have just piles and piles of dirt like some of the Giant stuff does. Because the Giant stuff, that always annoys me that it gets kind of uniformly dirty. I much prefer it when the dirt makes logical sense. Oh my god, can I do what I think I can do with this? Dumb idea incoming. La di da di da di dum dee dee. So I just spotted something that is interesting and fun. Because this Herbst trailer has a rear hitch. Can I do this in one trip? Yes! Ha ha! Ha 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 ha! I also need to change the Irish number plate for the Chieftain, because that's just a wrong number plate. Carlo. Who buys things in Carlo? I am a genius. Moving several items at once. Just drop that there, and we'll put this into the... No, we won't put it into the main shed, because this I want to actually keep separate, so that I at least remember this is entirely for moving poop around. This is entirely a pooper scooper, albeit a gigantic one. In fact, we got a bit of time. Let's move a trailer load of manure real quick, why don't we? I'm feeling fat and sassy today, so let's do that. Not allowed to tab anymore. Alley-oop, 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 alley-oop. John Deere's here as well. I was gonna use the skid steer, but then I remembered I parked it right beside the John Deere, so away we go. By the way, just ignore me driving through the cows because they keep doing conga lines and it's genuinely annoying. Conga cows might be funny, but it is a bit annoying at the same time. Sorry about the jump cut and the bit of noise in the background before it. There's other people in the house and sometimes they have conversations right outside my door. It happens. Let's get a trailer load of manure ready to go up. Let's also bring up glance again. That is level 3, which I don't like. Level 4 glance, please. So, 28% from one bucket. Okay, so this is going to take like 4 buckets of manure at a time. Just under that. That's a reasonable amount of manure. That's not entirely terrible. I don't know if you can hear that, but there's somebody outside who thinks the Forza is also real and has drilled a hole in their exhaust thinking that's going to make their car faster and run better somehow. they're gonna have fun when they fail every exam and test that car has for emissions, etc. And when they're asked why exactly there is, you know, no emissions from the exhaust, it's probably because they drilled a hole in it. In fact, I think there's a decibel test now in the NCT, which they would probably also fail because they're an idiot and they drilled a hole in their exhaust. Or they put on one of those ridiculous aftermarket exhaust systems that just makes the car super loud and does nothing of worth. I genuinely love the people that do that. They think they're making their cars better when in reality they're at best making them horrifically inefficient for fuel. So both sides of this are wonked in horrific ways. We're going to use the right hand side here to store our manure. Because reasons of this is the side that is less wonked. He says, watching the trailer wonk. Didn't occur to me that was the thing that would happen, actually. And ooh. I've just had an idea. So I should really be ending the video about now. We are pretty much out of time, but I want to do one more thing. We're going to abandon the herpst here. We're going to finish the manure movements in the stream today as well. But I want to just walk over here because I can't tab. And I want to go this way. Then I want to go over here because I want to move the bobcat. Because it's just occurred to me that the bobcat can have a really, really nice home taking care of the manure pile in the placeable area. And actually taking care of the placeable area in general. Because there may come a time when I need to put a giant pile of grass somewhere and just load it in slowly. So into the compost master when we get it. So this is a really good way of just making sure that things work the right way. I know that I could also use it to muck out the cows, but this at least gives it a job. It'll feel useful even if it's not. Also it gives the left hand side of that shed something to do, because I don't plan on storing any vehicles in there or anything that's tippable, because that I get the feeling that hill is going to cause a problem if I did. So we're going to use this side of the shed to store the bobcat, and this side of the shed to store a giant ass pile of manure, and we can use the bobcat like this, like so. You see, the bobcat, for it is small and nimble, can in fact pile the manure in such a way that it is easily accessible. You see, I can just jump up onto the pile and drop the manure, which seemingly is going into thin air right now, but it's fine. Also, did I just squish the manure down? Hang on, is this a thing that happens now? Or did I just like hit it at a weird angle and call it? Nah, I think I just hit it at a weird angle. So we'll be piling our manure up in there. It's going to be a mess. So that is going to do it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave your likes and comments and subscriptions below, please. I'll be back later on today with number 1, a video on the fact sheets, and number 2, a stream of some description. I'll leave you by saying I've been RainbowDave. I hope you're not getting too dizzy at the moment, because I've been playing the Crowdsourced challenge in Farming Simulator 17 on Shamrock Valley. Hope you enjoyed. Until next time, stay safe and keep spinning like the bobcat, please. Goodbye.